All right, so what day is it? Today's Wednesday. I think it's like 1 something. What time is it here? It is 1:33. So, been working on getting a lot of this stuff put together. Got the little things there, got that put together. Got the bed put together, but this didn't come with a frame. So, I bought a frame off of Marketplace, but the problem is this frame is just a little wider. So what I got to do is I'm going to have to take that little piece right here, this little piece. I got to shave it down or take it off or something because the frame sticks out where the pieces go in. So what I'm going to do, I think there's a little room over here. No, there ain't no room over here. It's tight. But I'm going to, see if I can pick me up a little planer. I think I got one at the shop, and I'm just going to kind of clean it up a little bit and make some room so this bed frame can go in here. Then this is going to be for sale. And I found some sheets and blankets on it. What they did originally out of that one storage unit is they had a mattress underneath this mattress just to kind of hold it all up there. So that's why there was two mattresses. There was not a queen size bed frame, but luckily there was another one in the other locker for some strange reason. But so plugged up the TV, that works. All the saws work. I got the blades for the saws, so they'll be going online. And yeah, the shop is a complete mess right now. I will not be having a garage sale this Friday, so I'm going to be working on getting this place suitable. And like I said, once I come back to get this put together, I'm going to list everything online and start getting this stuff out of here. But it has been, buying 5 lockers is not really something for one person to do. It's a little overwhelming, and I don't recommend it. But I'm a glutton for punishment, I guess. But yeah, I've been getting a lot of stuff done. Last night I went out at 2 o'clock in the morning in the freezing cold weather and went out to go see if I can see the Aurora Borealis here in Florida, which I know people on the west coast of Florida did, but Jacksonville is just too bright, so and we still have another flare coming, so I'm going to try again tonight. So my sleep schedule is all screwed up again. And that's one of my bucket list items. And if I can see it here in Florida and not have to drive all the way to Alaska or fly, I'm down for that. So, and if you don't know, we had a solar flare fired directly at us. Now, a couple days ago, or a few days ago, one fired at us, and a really miraculous thing happened. Is that a filament rope that's on the sun is kind of like it's a filament. They call it a rope, but it kind of looks like it looks like a rope, some kind of plasma or something like that. Anyways, on the surface of the sun, they got these little ropey things, little strings, and a flare fired off. It's like, I don't have a round thing here to show. Actually, wait a minute. I got a sun right here. Okay. So, it's not quite the sun I wanted to show you, but this works. So, as we go around the sun, they have these little sunspots. And there was one that's been kind of going across right in this area, okay? Now, when it was on the other side, imagine this being a globe, because the Earth is not flat, and neither is the sun. But let's say it was like firing off stuff over there, and it was a bad shot that went that way. So it comes around, and when it was kind of like right here, not facing directly at us, but it was here, it fired off a solar flare, but the filament grabbed it and went and suck it back down into the sun. And that was a really cool thing. That was like a miracle thing. In fact, a lot of scientists are like, holy shit, we've never seen that before. But then it got here, or actually it was about right here, and it fired off another one, but it fired it kind of backwards a little bit, because they can fire up, sideways, down, they can fire any which way. But it kind of fired it back toward us a little bit, and that's the one that was supposed to be hitting us tonight. And if you're on YouTube, which I guess you are because you're watching me, there's a lot of people that are like, oh my God, it's the end of the world, everything else. I'm not here to tell you it's the end of the world. It's something that happens. It's naturally occurring. The worst one that's ever hit the Earth that's recorded was the 1859 Carrington event. You can look it up. And there was so much energy that hit the earth, that little telegraph things, it actually welded them, caught the where it goes, it actually welded them together. People got their hands burnt. The transmission lines were burnt up. It's a pretty interesting story if you go back and read it. I read it many, many years ago because I like to read encyclopedias. So anyways, and what's scary is not the fact that this happened, is the fact that weaker solar flares and weaker CMEs are causing more disruptions than it should based on its size. So it's kind of like, you have a beach and you get, small tsunamis all the time and you're used to it. But then all of a sudden, a small tsunami, comes up and it takes out half the beach. And you're like, what the fuck just happened? Excuse my language. So that's one of the things that's happening now, is the Earth's magnetic field is weakening so much. And the reason I'm talking about this, because I've talked about it by so many people, and it's something that I find interesting. So I'm just going to tell you guys about it. But, there's a lot of stuff happening right now with the sun. And if you watch my channels, you know that a lot of ancient religions, the main god was the sun, and there's a lot of focus on the sun. And I think our next event is going to be solar related, and I firmly believe that in my heart. And I can link it to religion if I wanted to, but I'm not going to do that right now. But I'm just saying, it's just one of them things that I think that's going to be our next major event, unless nuclear war happens first, but that's beside the point. But anyways, I'm selling a bunch of stuff. Let's get off that subject. I've sold about $100 today, which, not bad. And the Marketplace, I got to get more stuff on Marketplace. So once I go and grab these little bits and pieces and fix this bed, I'm going to put this on there. I got, like I said, I got all the dressers. I got 2 people already interested in the king size bed set, because I'm going to sell the whole thing for $300. This one here, I'll probably sell this for like, the frame and the mattress for like, I'm gonna start off at $200, but someone offers something, they offer it. This little entertainment center, I'm gonna probably set this up. I might, if I can find the remote real quick, I'll put the TV on it and sell that as a package deal. And then I got to get to the saws and the tools and get all that listed. So, but I think last time I made an estimate about how much money I'm going to make off the 5 lockers I bought, and I think I said around $800. Now that I'm starting to see what all's here, I think it's going to be closer around like $13 for the whole package. So, not a bad deal. A lot of work. I've spent the past 2 days just trying to get it ready to start taking pictures. So, and then tomorrow I got a little bit of personal business stuff. I got to drive to St. Johns County to go deal with insurance. So, but no garage sale this weekend. I would love to have one, but I don't think it's safe for people to come in here and try to plunder through all this stuff. There's just too much kind of all over the place. So, and what I'm doing with these is I'm going to take pictures. This one I'm going to put together and just leave it here, and then, put something over to protect the mattress. But this one's going to stay. Once I get that one and take a picture, I'll probably take it apart and put it on its side like it is now. Or I don't even know where to put it. So, but all this stuff, once I take pictures, I think I'm going to get it put away and like pack it up. And I think that's going to be a better way to do this over a long term. Is just have everything in boxes and do bundle deals. So that's what I'm working on. And yeah, so I did pick this up from another person on Marketplace, and I had to go through like 4 different people to get this bed frame. Like, trying to get a bed frame, and I know how bad it is even as a buyer on Marketplace, because it's kind of crazy, So, but yeah, I messaged this one person. They dropped a pin, is what they said. I'm going to drop you a pin. I was like, I don't know what the hell that is, And I went to click on it. It said I had to download stuff. I was like, nope, that's not happening. I said, if you can't send me your address, then we're just not going to do business. And they didn't want to send me their address, but they dropped some kind of PIN thing, which, again, I don't know. I'm not part of that world, so I'm too old, you know. But anyways, hope you guys are having a fun time. The chilliness is already going away. It's actually a little warm here today, and yeah, I don't know, is there anything else to talk about? Do y'all have anything y'all want to talk about? Send me a message if you want me to talk about something, or if you have a question, or if you want to come and buy something, or, you know. Anyways, I'm gonna go get some stuff and finish putting this bed together so I can get everything listed. Peace, love, money, I'm out.